Good afternoon here from Los Angeles, Valerie Milano with aspiringmagazine.com and the Hollywood Times today. And I'm so happy to have our guest here today. And I'm going to let her introduce herself. Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lady Chilane. I'm star of the upcoming film Willa Justice Drag Queen Private Eye. And I play Willa Justice, the drag queen Private Eye. I'm on the hunt for a murderer, Pink Face by name. And it's also a love story that we're playing as well with Jamie Scott, who you'll see soon. And yeah, it's a wonderful, fun, campy film. And I'm excited to be a part of it.
I love it. Hi, everyone. I'm Valerie Milano here in Los Angeles. I am the editor of the Hollywood Times today and aspiringmagazine.com. And I'm so happy to have my guests here. And I'm going to have Lady Chilane go ahead and introduce herself, and we'll go around the Zoom room.
All
So
right.
go for it.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lady Chilane, and I play Willa Justice, the drag queen Private Eye. And I'm on the hunt and on the case again, looking for a murderer in the high desert, a murder of a straight couple. And I'm excited and thrilled to be a part of the film.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Andre Culliton. I am the writer, director, and producer of Willa Justice Drag Queen Private Eye. And this is definitely more than a passion project for me. It's my favorite thing I've ever made.
All right.
My name is Scott Turner Schofield, and I play Jamie Bondopoulos, the love interest / spy of Willa Justice. And this has got to be maybe the second favorite thing that I've ever done, but only because it's a short. For now.
I love you.
There we go. Okay, with Willa Justice hot on the trail of high desert murderer Pink Face, she must follow her heart and a mysterious chicken to solve the case. So what a fun film, pure camp and a send-up of Private Eye films. Whose idea was this story? Talk about it.
That would be me. I came up with this about 5 years ago when I was just looking for something to showcase my comedic voice. And I know these two can subscribe to the fact that this is pretty close to me, even though the character is very far from myself. So this was just sort of like a vision of a drag queen influenced by years of watching, Austin Powers and the BBC's Avengers. Like I was just really into spy stuff and goofiness. So that's pretty much what led us all here.
This was filmed in and around the 29 Palms area. So you're a homegrown entry into the 29 Queer Film Festival, and there appears to be a whole evening planned around your film, including a drag show, a panel discussion with the cast, and drag queen bingo. How special is that for each of you?
Yeah, it's one of the reasons we founded the festival was to make a special night for this film in particular. I think every single second of this film actually is shot in 29. So it's not even high desert area, etc. It really is a small town with a huge creative population that's also home to a very large military base. So there's some different ideologies at play here. And to be able to bring that type of programming to the town is really important, really special to us. Lady Chilane did that with her drag a couple years ago and changed 29.
Lady Chilane, talk about it.
Well, I'm just thrilled to be a part of this film. I love the character Willa. She's fun, she's campy, she's a little out there, and I can relate to that, obviously, especially as a drag queen. So, and it just sort of just fell into my lap. Jonathan came to Drag Bingo one night when I was hosting, and we started talking about it. And he pitched the role to me, and I thought, wow, this sounds very interesting. And I've always been a fan of like private eye movies, James Bond movies, and especially the theme songs. As a drag queen, I perform Shirley Bassey and Tina and all those classic Bond theme songs. So to be a part of something like that is really exciting and fun for me. And I'm just so thrilled and grateful to be a part of this.
You know, I think that this film and the 29 Queer Film Festival have such something much bigger to say in our national conversation right now. You know, as we know, drag has been banned in some states. They've attempted to ban it. Of course, they haven't succeeded, thankfully, but there's really been a push against drag, which makes no sense because drag is freedom. Drag is freedom of expression. It's fun. It's comedy. It's artistry. And the idea that people would want to come after that and get rid of it from everyday life, not that it's in anybody's everyday life, really. It's in the special parts of our lives. It's in the very fun parts of our lives. It just kind of makes no sense. And as Jonathan mentioned, you know, 29 Palms is right next to a military base. That's the community is largely that, as well as artists. And so the idea of creating like an entire event that everyone is welcome to, where everyone can come and experience the fun of drag, see that it's just there to make us laugh and to help us have a good time and to bring people together to play bingo, for goodness sake, right? There's a vision behind this that I think is really special and important, especially for the moment that we find ourselves in right now.
And bingo is so popular. You know, it has been for a real long time. So tell our audience what that's going to be about. Have you decided? Is there going to be prizes? Who's designing it? Who's programming it?
Yes, we have a bunch of local shops that have prizes. There's JT Distilling has like $165 bottle of alcohol. So come on
Woo!
through and you can win that. These things are my cat. These things are, you know, really a community effort. So yeah, we have prizes from local places that we hope people go to. And bingo is something that Chilane has done for a long time. And it's not just bingo, you know, she hosts the hell out of that night. And it's one of the reasons that I noticed her. Like, of course, you notice a drag queen in a room, but I'm telling you, when I first saw Chilane, I was like, is that Willa? And it's just funny because like Willa was never from like Nutbush, Tennessee. She was like sort of a New Yorker, you know, with British parents. Like she was like a different kind of queen. And I felt like I saw her heart, you know, when I saw Shalane perform that night. And I hit that night. I hit bingo. So this is all sort of like it is kind of coming full circle, and it is a celebration of the friendship that Shalane and I developed.
How did y'all meet?
Bingo.
Drag bingo.
Oh, I
Drag
Yeah.
love
bingo.
it.
Yeah. My boyfriend Graham brought me because, you know, we're gonna go do the only gay activity in town. You know, I'd been living here for a couple weeks. And so like it's important, you know, to be a queer person and have a sort of lifeline, have an activity, a place to go. And so Out There Bar is where that bingo was, and that's where we shot. That's where the film, the bar is. So to say it's, you know, special and like entrenched in all of this like good stuff is an understatement. It really, it's like a heart piece, you know, this movie for me.
Yeah, because my next question is like the cast is perfect, especially Lady Shalane as Willa Justice. And sometimes ideas for a film springs from the ensemble. So which came first, the chicken or the egg? I mean, which came first, the story or the cast?
It was the story, you know, the character really blossomed a couple years ago, and I had already written a feature and two television episodes before I even started imagining Shalane as this character. So it was really like just an important thing to find an actual person who is going to take my ideas of the character and then give it a real heart, because that's the key. If it's just silliness, if it's just the drag skit, then it doesn't really work. But when you have this real heart, and Chilane, has a great heart, that's what makes it work.
Chilane, okay, so what I'd like to ask is like if we could go around the Zoom room and where do you each live and what do you each do for a living?
Yeah, I live in 29 Palms, and I primarily do filmmaking now, and now festival running. So, I've been pursuing my career for a long time, but I didn't really click into the things that I needed to be doing to make the best art until a few years ago, and I'm in a wonderful place with these wonderful people.
I'll give you the last word, Lady Shalane. I live in Los Angeles and I'm an actor and a producer. And I consult on transgender storylines. I'm about to go back to work on Euphoria. And I work generally with creators, writers, and cast who are working on these stories to try and make them better and more accessible for everybody.
Bravo. And while we're on you, Scott, because I should have asked Jonathan a minute ago, how can our audience and our viewers find you? Website, social media?
Sure, absolutely. It's my last two names at Turner Schofield. Everywhere you can go. I have a movie out right now that's really hot called Off Ramp. So look that up and you'll find me everywhere too.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Just follow at Heath and Henshaw and at Justice Willa Justice.
Okay.
You can find me.
So I'm originally from Tennessee, but I live here in the high desert now, and I host a variety of shows, drag bingo, different shows throughout the high desert, and perform all over here in Palm Springs and wherever. And I guess now I do movies too. So I know that almost 2 years ago, I put out in the universe that I wanted to do a film. I wanted to do a movie. And this is how it happened. So I am aligning to the things that are meant to be for me.
Beautiful. And how can we find you?
I'm on Instagram. That's my only social media, and it's The Lady Chilane.
Lovely. Well, we are the HollywoodTimes.today, aspiringmag.com, our YouTube channel, The Hollywood Times Official. And we will be at 29 Palms with you guys and gals, and just can't wait to get this article out so everybody can be there with us and continue to party and watch this wonderful, hilarious film. So I got to get off this line so we can get this written up and get this going.
Thank you so much, Valerie.
Thank you so much. All right. We'll see you soon.
We'll talk soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.